What's going on, Feed the Beasters? Welcome back to JD Plays Feed the Beast Infinity Evolved. I'm your host, JD, and I just did something pretty freaking crazy. So I made this Unbreakable Obsidian Lumber Axe, and then I planted a Sacred Oak sapling, and it grew, and I chopped it down, and the heavens rained with logs, and it was pretty cool. But it left a bunch of stuff floating, so I'm going to make another Unbreakable Obsidian tool, and I figured I'd let you guys take part in that so you'd see how I'm making them. So basically, I've made an obsidian scythe head, which starts it off with reinforced 3. I'm making the other components out of paper, so 2 paper tough tool rods and 1 paper tough binding. In here, let's go to the scythe pattern, pop these bad boys in, and what this is going to do is it makes a tool that starts off with 6 modifiers and already has reinforced 3. Now to make an unbreakable tool, I guess I made 2 of these by mistake, whoops. To make a tool unbreakable, you need reinforced 10. Now this has 6 modifiers remaining, so if we come in here and we start making plates with my obsidian, there's 6. This makes our 7th plate. This is what we need to get attached onto this thing. But we know we've only got 6 modifiers, so we are going to have to up the modifier count by 1 using one of the modifier upgrades. So we'll do the easy one. Gold block, bam, and a diamond. And I think I'm about to make all my tools, except for my hammer, unbreakable, because I just don't see a reason why not to. The excavator, the lumber axe, they're beautiful. Okay, so this now has 7 modifiers remaining, so we're just going to tack these suckers on there. That's 8, 9, and it tells you right now the next level makes effective durability infinite. It is now a 10 infinite durability scythe. Okay. Now I've got my ovens currently rigged up where all of them have these hoppers on top, and they're pouring sacred oak lumber into these, cooking it into coal, and then it drops out the bottom into another hoppers that are all feeding into this one primary hopper right here and putting all the charcoal in here. So I'm going to have so much charcoal, it's ridiculous. And it's kind of funny. I don't know why I never thought about making unbreakable tools before, but I love them now, and so I'm making lots of them. Okay, so this is what remains of a once... I should have kept that plate. I'm going to need to make one in a minute. I'll go get it in a second. So that's what I had sitting right here, that here, a minute ago, and this is what's left of it. And we're just going to go try to finish it off because it's kind of ugly the way it's sitting there right now. So I built a little platform to get over here because it's kind of dangerous. And I was doing it in the dark, and that was scary, and thought I was going to die. So we're just going to use our little hop-along sword here to get up to the top. There we go. And now I think we're going to start from this edge, and we should be able to just scythe our way through the leaves, getting down to the lumber a lot quicker, hopefully. That's the goal here. Okay, so let's take those 2 out. I can't reach them. That sucks. There we go. I can reach them now. Goodbye. And goodbye. And hopefully that takes out a chunk of that leaves there. Okay, you're still here. Chop this one down. This is going to be a pain in my butt. Where's my glider, just in case I fall? I'm very scared I'm about to fall. I can't reach it. There we go. Ah! Now go away. I shall taunt you a second time. It doesn't seem like this is working out in my favor, guys. I'm probably going to fall. Okay, let's just own this. Oh. Please don't let me fall. Bam. Alright, I'm ready to go. If I gotta fall, I'm gonna fall with the grace of my glider. What? There's still more? Okay. We got them all. Now I gotta like fly to each little... Oh, this is gonna be horrible. And I guess I should just like expose all these things as best as I can and then start chopping them out from the top. That's probably going to be the best way. So we're just going to slice all these things down. What an adventure. But yeah, man, watching that massive tree fall, that was freaking awesome. I was all giddy, freaking out on the stream. Everybody was here watching the stream was laughing at me like, you're dumb. Actually, they didn't really say that, but you know, whatever. This is causing hella frame lag, though. So yeah, sacred oaks, not hard to chop down, very hard to clean up. Get you a lot of logs, but be ready for all the additional work that comes after. Okay, I think that's most of the top layer. I wonder how deep I should go before I start chopping things off. Anyways, I'm going to get this chopped down, and then I'll be back. And today we're going to be making some Enderium, and we're going to start working towards some of the stuff that comes along with Enderium. I think Enderiums, we're going to start looking into Ender quarries. We're going to start looking at a couple of chunk loaders maybe of some kind, because they took out your standard, chunk loader. I think we're going to have to go with like a world anchor, and just some stuff along those lines. So that's the game plan for what I'd like to get done today. I think I've mentioned those items a couple of times maybe on previous Let's Plays, thinking about the direction we want to head. We definitely got to start looking at getting AE and some other simpler inventory sorting system going soon, because right now my inventory, it's ridiculous. I've got so much crap, and it's getting really hard to keep it all maintained. Alright guys, welcome back. So I did some silly stuff with that tree. It's not completely removed yet, but we're getting closer to it. Anyways, I've got some lovely resonant ender here, and we get that by taking ender pearls and boiling them up in the magma crucible. So I've got 10,000 stored away, and I've got enough here to go ahead and fill this back up. It takes about 4 pearls per 1,000 millibuckets or micro buckets, however you want to say it, of resonant ender. So each of these is going to give up 4,000. We've got 2,000 in the machine, and we're going to let that get going. Now I've got 5 buckets here, and one of the first things that I'm going to make with the Enderium that I want to create is a world anchor. And what the world anchor does is it works just like the old chunk loader, which they've apparently removed. So the only chunk loaders that remain are the chunk loader from Mine Factory Reloaded, which is very costly, and the chunk loader from Steve's Carts, which is, I don't guess that this is overly costly really, but it doesn't quite do. I may end up making one of those just because of how cheap it would be to run that versus running the rest. But for now, we're just going to go with the world anchor. I don't think, do they have the other anchors in the game? Let me look. So you've got a world anchor, a personal anchor, a passive anchor. I don't even know what a passive anchor does. I'd have to go look. The admin anchor, an anchor sentinel, anchor carts, personal anchor carts. And they all do the same thing, and they basically, besides this is very different. This is a travel anchor. They keep a 3x3 chunk set of chunks, group of chunks loaded, which is perfect because of the compactness of my base. It'll work out fine for what I want to do. So let's see what we got going on here. Okay, there we go. Let's get those last groups cooked. So now that this is in here, to make these, we need Enderium and crushed obsidian. Crushed obsidian, easy to get. We know how to get that. Emerald, I've got plenty of them. Enderium ingots. Okay, to get Enderium ingots, we need Enderium blend. To get Enderium blend, we need crushed tin, silver, shiny, and resonant ender. Okay, I told you earlier, or in the last episode, I'm not sure which, how to get shiny. You simply cook ferrous material in here with cinnabar. Okay, so we're going to take some of the shiny we've got right here, and we're going to go ahead and crush it down. Excuse me, lovely cobble. Not to take your place, but I need this machine. We'll just stick the cobble back in there and throw the gravel and the cobble away. And we'll put our sand in here. I tend to break down stone into cobble and cobble into sand. Okay, now, there's 10,000 buckets. Here's 10,000 buckets. Micro buckets, I'm sorry. Which is really 10 buckets. So let's put some buckets in here and we'll get out some resonant ender. And we're going to be using lots of this stuff. I need a drink. 1 second. Sorry, guys. So there's 5 buckets of it. Now, that's grinding this down, and we'll stop. We'll get 25 of it, and then we'll stop. We're also going to need tin and silver. Tin we're going to need 50 of. Okay. That's 10. 50. Right? 2 per. 5 buckets. Nah, I'm dumb. We don't even need this much of this. We needed about this. Okay, we need a little bit more than that, but not much. Where did my tin go? It's all right there. Okay, sorry. And let's put this into there. See, there's 4. It's going to cost me 1 per and 2 per. I've got 5 here, so that's 10. Yeah. Let's get some silver. We need 5 at least. Where's my silver at? Right there. I'm going to go ahead and do 10 of those, 20 of these. We're going to need 20 of these and 40 of tin. That's the correct numbers. Put this in there and be done. There. Dang it. This is silliness. I can't stop clicking. Anyways. Alright, so that's enough to get started at least. I'm going to swap the silver in right quick. As soon as this hits 20. Bam. Okay. Now this is enough to make my first 10 blends. As soon as I get some silver out here. There we go. We're going to swap that back in because it's going to take the longest. Okay, so all we need to do is take some silver, some tin. I think we're going to need to do this in a crafting bench because it takes 5. So there's this. No. This. Yes. This. Yes. These. Sure. And a bucket. There we go. We get 4 Enderium blend per craft. So that's going to stack up pretty quickly. Thank you. And now we're going to need to go refill our buckets. So let's throw this in there, and that'll start filling that back up. Tin's almost done grounding down. Let's grab these buckets out. Okay. I'm going to throw the last of the silver in to grind down. We'll come back and check on that in a second. For now, let's throw these in. $40 Enderium. And we can just split that across the top again and come back and grab our. And so there should be 10 buckets remaining, and that's all the Enderium I'll have made. So this is not filling up any longer. And this might be a recipe that's actually better to do in one of these. Let's go ahead and grab that, and why not? What are we using this one for? We're going to start using this for making alloys, I think. So bucket, put all of our buckets in there. This, 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 and this. There we go. Enderium. And we can shift click from here, so that's nice. Okay, let's throw these 5 back in, fill these up one more time. Now we're just going to have to go cook this Enderium down. That's all that's going to be left. Okay, so toss the buckets in, not the dust. There we go, and get all of our dust back out. So we ended up with 80 Enderium blend dust. That's awesome. This stuff is still cooking charcoal for me. Look at all this charcoal. It's gorgeous. Alright. We're going to use a redstone furnace, and we're going to go ahead and just... we can't. Hold on. Enderium blend must be cooked in an induction smelter with pyrotheum at dust, it seems. Or we can smelt it down into molten Enderium and pour it from there. So, we shall pour. And that actually works out, because I just recently set this back up where I could take my lovely timer, which I'm currently using up here, and make use of it again. So we'll bring that back down and set it up to go this way. And we have our ingot there. Let's get a single chest right quick. There we go. Pop that in there. This stuff's all cooking down. Once it cooks down, we'll swap this blood out and we'll let it go. Now, the other things that we're going to need are the crushed obsidian times 4 and the emerald. So let's run upstairs and grab that while we're waiting. 4 crushed obsidian. And 1 emerald right there. Now keep in mind that says hours. The reason it says hours is because to run one of these, unlike the other chunk loaders, which we'll make eventually, but we're just not making yet, these run off of that one. Well, this runs off of energy. I will probably end up making this eventually. This world anchor simply runs off of consuming ender pearls, which I'm getting ender pearls virtually for free right now because of my mob farm, which we've looked at before, which I've kind of got perfected and I'm pretty proud of. It could be better. There's always improvements that could be made, but it's doing pretty good, and so I'm pretty stoked about that. This stuff takes a long time to cook. The other place that we're going to be finding ourselves using a lot of this is pretty much all the high-end crafting. So if we look at quarries, there is the quarry and there is the ender quarry. There's very slight subtle difference between these two. This one uses emeralds in its chipset and emeralds in its thermionic fabricator. I'll be ending the stream roughly in about 20 to 30 minutes there, Drop. I'm actually 20 minutes over right now. I'm just finishing what I'm doing, buddy. We'll also need some octadic capacitors, which use vibrant alloys. But the Tesseract requires resonant ender, and the Tesseract frame requires Enderium ingots. The teleporter requires an advanced circuit. Whoops. Glass fibers, a diamond, frequency transmitter. None of that's too difficult. Some of these other pieces will require nothing too difficult, but so that there is a little bit of Enderium used in this, and that's going to that's going to open us up to. That's cool, Drop. I understand, man. There we go. Melted down, ready to go ingots. So we're going to flip that switch, and that's going to let us start ticking this stuff down. Did I not? Did I not put that up there right? Hold up. I think I still got blood on bottom. Yeah, there we go. So now we're pouring ingots of Enderium. Beautiful. Catch me tomorrow, Drop. I'm on every night, buddy. And there will be our 4th. Boom. Alright, we're ready to craft this thing. So we're going to take world anchor into the box. there. Pop that sucker in there, and there we go. We now have a world anchor. So this thing will keep 3 chunks, my chunk and 3 chunks around me loaded, even if I'm offline, at a cost of X amount of Ender pearls per hour. And it keeps the chunks loaded from sky to bedrock. So we'll pop this baby down. I usually start every night at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I stream until midnight. So I stream for about 3 hours a night. Mostly because prior to that I have family, and I do things with my kids and my wife. It also gives me time to edit my Let's Play videos and get them posted up for people to watch. Well, hello, friend. Are you almost dead? I'll kill you. Thank you. These guys are all in here still just dying and contributing to the cause. It's a beautiful thing. Alright, so this world anchor, we're going to pop it up right here for now. Now, Ender Pearls, we put one in. It gives us 12 hours. This thing will run and keep those chunks loaded for 12 hours per Ender Pearl. So with 16 in there, that'll keep us going for quite a while. And I've still got well over 100 Ender Pearls remaining, so I'm good with that. That's going to keep, even if I go offline, as long as the server doesn't go offline, all this stuff is going to continue to operate, meaning my mob farm is going to continue to run. This is going to continue to get XP. Everything's going to happen. And that's really good, especially once I get more automation going. When I get quarries and stuff going. Thanks, Drop. I appreciate that, buddy. It's just going to make everything a little bit better. Now, we're actually about to take something out of that chest. I want to, let's see. What can we put in there? Now, why are these even in here? Why is any of this stuff in here? This shouldn't be in here. This shouldn't be in here. Pulverized obsidian. Am I catching that somewhere? No, we're going to start catching that. So we're going to pull these out. And we're going to put those in. Now you can actually lock these things by shift right clicking on them. And it will lock the current item to where even if you empty all the items out of it, I think it's shift right. Take it easy, Drop. It will maintain the type of inventory that's supposed to belong to it. So you can move it around empty and it'll still do what it's supposed to do. So there's that done. And we now have our base loaded whether we're online or offline. And kind of as a proof of that, usually if I get too far away from my turtle, he stops attacking. Well, that includes if I go offline, because if I go offline, the chunk's going to unload, right? So unless something has changed with how these world anchors work, now that I've logged out, my turtle should go offline. Let's reconnect. And let's see if the turtle's still active. If it's not, then the world anchor won't be worth running. He's still running. So the world anchor is definitely worth running for me. That's beautiful. Alright, now we've got a lot of things that we can do at this point. We've got power, we've got most of our ore duplication machines. Now they're not at resonant level and there's a lot of upgrades that could be done, but I'm pretty stoked with where everything's at. I've started making some unbreakable tools, and I'm going to make another unbreakable tool right quick. I'm going to make an unbreakable, but I do need some more obsidian for that. Yes, obsidian. So, turtle anchor, huh? Let's look at this. Turtle anchor. I don't see anything about an anchor and a turtle. Anchor. There's no anchor turtles? Let's look at the turtles real quick. Somebody tells me there's an anchor turtle. Let's see. We have turtle, mining, wireless, crafty, melee, digging, felling, farming, sensor, wireless sensor, crafty sensor, melee sensor, digging sensor, mining sensor, felling sensor, magnet turtle, wireless, crafty, melee, digging, magnets, felling magnet, narcissistic turtle. Okay. And honestly, I don't know what the difference between a majority of the turtles are. I'm not going to lie. I'm really good at coding them because I'm a coder in real life, but I haven't really looked into the turtles deeply enough to find out what the differences are. I don't see any kind of a anchor, turtle anchor. So I don't know if that's something that does or does not exist, my friend. Oh, that's what I was going to do. Let's open this pouch. Bink! What do we get? Ender pearl, some potions, gold, gold. Okay, cool. Either way, our Enderium has now been made, and we have a little bit of it. We're going to need some more obsidian right quick. I have almost all of my super tools. I am missing but one that I'm interested in. And that is, I am missing currently my excavator. And I've got an indestructible lumberjack axe. I've got an indestructible whatever that sword is that I don't use. I've got an indestructible scythe. But currently, I have no excavator. No, I got what you're saying, Jordan. There we go. Put that down and let's get this started up. Oh, I need to give it back a bucket of lava, don't I? What did I do with my bucket of lava? Did I get rid of it? Let's think for a second. Where is my bucket of lava? I don't know. Oh, I put it in the ceiling. That's right. Okay. I was like, wait a second. Where are my buckets? All my buckets are here. Okay, let's grab some lava. And let's open this up. And let's put that bad mamma jamma in there right there. And let the obsidian roll in. And we'll come back and get that in a second. Now, I've got my sag mill somewhat automated. I can put whatever I want in here and it's going to output it into here. So the sag mill's rolling. It actually got a diamond today for me out of coal. So that's pretty cool. First time I've pulled that off because it's only a 1% chance. I've somewhat got the coal coke going in an automated method. The biggest problem right now is I need to void this creosote. So, fluid, void. Let's see, void. I could do it to a trash can. Yeah, that's what I can do. Okay, so trash can for fluids is right here. It's just a bucket with a trash can. I think I have an extra trash can somewhere. I made one. What did I do with it? There it is. So if I take a trash can and a bucket, I can make a fluid trash can. And we can just hook this up right here. So any fluid right now that doesn't go into these tanks so that I have a supply of creosote is now going to go straight into that trash can and get voided. And it's no longer sitting here. So my lovely little coke oven can run as long as I've got coke to put in it. And I'm going to take that a step further right quick and grab a chest. Place the chest on top of the hopper. And that's not a good spot for that. We're going to break that. We're going to pick that stuff up, break this. Throw that out, pick up the chest. Where did the hopper go? There it is. Okay. Throw that out, throw that out, throw that out, throw that out, throw that out. There we go. Okay, we're going to try this a little differently. Hopper here. Chest on top. Coal. Coal. Is that all my coal? No, there's more coal. And there's more coal. Okay, now. There we go. Now I can keep this thing filled up with coal. It keeps that filled up with coal. Coal coke comes, and we need to disconnect that. So coal coke gets pumped out of here and into here. And there we go. We have coal coke production going gloriously. It looks like we are finally cooking through all of the charcoal, so that's cool. Let's grab the rest of our coal out of here. We need to make some inventory space. Potions can go in here right quick. I don't even know what I'm going to do with all these saplings. I have so many of these things. I can make wicker bundles out of them, and wood cutting, and dirt. I got saplings for years, man. Wood ash. What is wood ash used for? Witchery? Okay. Quicklime. Okay. Apparently I can greatly increase the amount of bone meal I get using it. Smelting it becomes refined wood ash. Okay, blood magic. So there is some uses for this stuff. Okay, cool. There's no use for what I'm doing right now, though, so let's get it out of my way. Throw this in over here. And so basically what's happening, I'm not sure why that happened. So basically what's going on right now is these things are falling through here, into here. They're going to fill up this hopper. The hopper's going to keep this filled. That's beautiful. Do I have any more? That's all my coal down here. Okay. I have plenty of coal ore waiting to be processed. And I need to grab some more redstone while I'm here. I have a spot for the coal ore to be processed. It's right here, and it will go into this chest. So let's drop all that in there, and that sag mill can get to work grinding all of that down. We'll take the coal that we've got ground down. Let's check on my turtle here. How are we doing with... You're out of redstone. Okay, we can correct that. I wonder. I have an interesting idea. Can you hook a hopper up to a turtle? I bet you can. Let's test this idea. I have a hopper. Hopper, meet turtle. Redstone. You can, but it doesn't go to the right slot. Interesting. So if I change the slot number, or I could have it check the other slots to see if they're redstone, and if they are, move it into the appropriate slot. That would work. But you can indeed hook a hopper up to a turtle. Let's stop this program for a second. Let's do edit obgen. Whoops, edit obgen. There we go. So what do we got? Turtle select 16 compare. Yep. And that, my friends, is what happens when your end key is your hotkey to stop recording. I hit end to go to the end of the line we were tapping on for that program and prematurely stop the recording. It happens. Either way, guys, you guys be good to one another, and I'll see you next time. Laters.